How come they don't want to sting?
I got stinged only by mosquito.
That's awesome.
What is good, y'all? So in this video, I'm going to be showing you some footage that's actually from a few months ago when I flew out to Latvia, where we sourced some of my products from the Stampede network, this giant horse brand behind me, where we source them from. We make holistic performance supplements, conscious, clean, ethical, transparent, trust, truth, all of these things, we have them in the brand. This is the way things should be. It's why I created it in the first place. It's the right way to do things. And we understand, and I understand that what we put in your body is important. It's going to change your life. It's going to change the way you live. I went through it myself. I went through the health journey. I had to learn all these things, biohack myself to death, be my own guinea pig, and learn on the back end the things that do and don't work and what health actually is. And so I created this for you. I want you to see what I am building, what I've been building for the past 3 years. And I also want you to be able to learn something new about the creatures that literally make most of the food you eat. So on that note, I'm going to stop talking. We're going to let you see behind the scenes of what we got going on at the Stampede Network.
You okay?
Yes,
Like slowly.
Yeah.
So we get into the mood. So everything started with my dad. He's been doing beekeeping for 35 years now, more than 35 years. Then we decided to take the best product and do something with it. Because my dad is only exporting honey and pollen, and he never did anything like in a big scale with bee bread. So yeah, for several years we thought, what could we do with it, how to make it more available to anybody.
And then,
So
like
we
this.
came up with the idea.
Awesome. Oh, let's go.
Looking good.
Yeah, but it-
Yeah.
But afterwards we have to do a mandatory sting, so one bee has to sting you. It's sort of good for you.
It's a tradition. You need to run naked through the beehives.
This is hilarious.
Nичего не терпится.
You got everyone getting in the bee.
Ready?
Here you can see the
Nice.
pollen of that's being collected right now,
Oh, wow.
like today from the other. Yeah, but they're not dried yet, so you'll see how they are before drying. Like they're very like sticky.
Yeah.
So that's what like now.
Reku, šitas sarkanais, jā? Šitas ir no
Yeah,
šitiem
when
ziediem.
they're
Look, Felix, that's... I love this shirt.
It should be going.
so let's go in.
Yeah. Let's go in.
This is how we collect those
Yeah,
pollen.
it's like,
Yeah.
You see, bee comes with every bee have 2 pollens and on their legs. Yeah,
Wow.
they are trying to go home. You see, and
Oh,
pollen
they fly in, yeah.
like and pollen
Nu parādīšu tur viņam.
falls in here. You see,
Oh, wow.
and again.
Huh.
Bee sees that don't have that pollen and goes
Yeah.
again.
they have their kind of GPS of
Yeah.
their own, so to give the message to the other bees to
They dance.
where to go and look for the best. If they have found like really good spot for the pollen, they come back, show the other bees with the moves and with the movement of the wings, where to go and look for the pollen. So the other bees get it and they go back.
Like right angle where to
Yeah.
go and
Paklāv, Anet.
There's a therapy where they lay on wood and it vibrates, right? They lay on a bed with bees in it. Yeah.
You could also, some time ago, you were also able to do that in Latvia. There were some special, I think, 2 places where you could do that. I'm not sure if they're still open.
Wow.
Not sure. And my dad said that each hive has its own smell. So the bees find their own hive like that.
How much bee bread do you get out of each of these hives?
how much
Bee
bread?
would you
yeah.
getting,
Like
right?
2 kilos. It's very nice if you have in
It's good
season.
outcome.
Yeah.
In all season, like 2 kilos from one home.
Wow. And
Bee bread,
that's
right?
It's bee bread only.
then
Yeah.
how
One
much-
honey is like 60 kilograms, something like that.
And so
From
one season is in like one harvest season per year?
Yeah, in winter we do the harvesting, bee bread harvesting in winter season.
Wow.
So then,
2
Like,
is the best.
yeah,
best
that would be
result.
like the
Like, yeah.
super case, but that's not usually the case. We wouldn't take all of it either. There's
You have to
left
leave it for
bee-
the bees, for the
Yeah.
food.
Yeah, you were telling me the extraction
Yeah.
method is like a cold something. What is it? How do you extract the bee bread?
We will show
Maybe
you
we can show
the
you
inside
later
of
how-
the
Yeah.
bee home, yeah?
but not just quite as well. Also, a lot of bees
is
So pollen is even more
Mudstone.
than honey,
Oh,
yes?
look at that. That's so cool. Yeah.
there bees put honey,
Wow.
and under this there is like I see it,
Wow.
net.
Mesh.
the net. Under these there is a net where the bee queen.
Wow.
Svaigs medus ienests.
That's crazy.
There's fresh honey in there already.
So the smoke, because I'm sure a lot of people don't understand the smoke. What does the smoke do?
When they see the smoke, they think that there's fire
Iedo viņam
somewhere,
pacelt.
and they're not interested anymore in biting you, because all they want to do is collect the honey and also pollen and like do their job. And
They forget about
just
you. That's
Yeah.
why they
It's a
don't bite.
distraction.
they
Yeah.
understand it's emergency, so they don't care if
Okay.
you're there or
You
not.
can take
Wow.
and see how much honey is inside here.
It's 25
Like
kilos.
25
around.
kilos
Heavy?
in every.
Oh wow. Holy crap. That's a lot
So
of honey.
beekeepers have to be fit, like
Yeah.
fit all the time. It's like
When
a
the
natural
bee
gym
queen,
for my dad for
can't
years.
go. Bee queen is under there.
There's a single queen, right?
Yeah, it's like
fermented.
bee bread.
Yeah, this is the
Pollen that
pollen that is
ferments
fermented
later.
into the bread.
Yeah. Rehard's gonna get this.
Like after
35
around
days.
35 days,
Yeah.
it ferments, and after the 35 day of fermentation, the pollen is made into bee bread.
Wow. So 35 days. Is
Yeah.
Like wow.
These are
But
new bees.
ziemā,
Oh yeah.
Here, this is honey under there.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
honey. But these are
Reku var
Kids.
redzēt. Reku var.
They're
very small bee.
Yeah, they look like little kids. Yeah.
Birth time. You see?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, they're coming out.
yeah.
He's
You're
like, let me out.
experiencing birth.
Wow, that's crazy.
Come on.
You know that working bees only live around 30 days, right?
That's it?
So yeah, that's it. Just
Wow.
30 days.
She
So new bees.
she will
are born
clean,
after giving birth.
birth. Yeah, she cleans
own,
her.
So that
box,
one
so
just
to
came
say.
out.
Yep.
Wow.
This one.
So they're just eating their own nest.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
and start to work.
Ir oliņas iedējis.
Wow.
And there is some eggs. You can see white
Oh, yeah.
little eggs inside.
Yeah, I see this.
And that's start of bee.
Wow.
Māte jāatrod, atradīsim māti.
We will try to find that
Queen bee.
And
queen
so
bee.
the bee bread is what they eat as larvae, right?
Yeah.
Or baby bees.
Every bee queen have their color on the back. You will see.
Okay.
And every year there's a different color. Last year was red one.
Oh, she was red.
Yes,
Wow.
and we know how old is mother, bee queen. Yeah.
Based
We
on
call
the color?
the bee mother.
All right, so at this point, you can see that everyone over in Latvia, Eastern Europe, they're so knowledgeable about the bees, about what we're putting in our bodies. They've been doing this for centuries. And it makes you ask the question, why do we not know about these things? A crazy statistic that I read one time, and don't quote me on these years, but I'm pretty sure they're correct. In 1906, 50% of medicine in the US was naturopathic or holistic. And by 1950, it was only 6%. What happened in that time? Well, you had families with a lot of controlling interests, especially money, come in and change things up, such as the Rockefellers. All of these things, all this money influence changed the way we consume things by changing the industries themselves. Doctors started going for synthetic petroleum-based medicine. Food industries were also owned by them. They stopped caring about what we actually ate and more about making a profit. And so since then, the US has really just been a mess in what we consume. It's been a giant lie, it's been gross, it's been garbage stuff that we're consuming. And my mission has been to reverse that because we're not meant to live like that. Listen, I went through the journey of being depressed, being anxious, being lost, not knowing who I was. And I didn't realize how much of what I was eating was playing into that. The thing we consume, not only around us in the media, but also people talking to us, the toxic relationships we could have in our life. More importantly, the food. All of these things contribute to us not living up to our full potential. And that's why my brand's slogan is wake up to your full potential, because that's really what it's about. It's like you have to wake up. Otherwise, you will never reach your full potential. You have to know these things. You have to become aware of them. You know, this is just a point in the video of a little break where it's like, have awareness of what's going on in other parts of the world. If you haven't seen it, they live so much differently. And just traveling to other places, you'll see different ways of living and it will change how you live back home. Keep that in mind.
One of 150,000 can have sex with mother, but other ones are just like
They're useless.
So they're
men, huh?
useless males. They're useless males.
bees made them for when it's cold days. They are big in
Okay.
for warm,
Wow.
For warmth. When it's cold,
and when it's winter,
they make
bees
queen bee
will throw
they
them out,
keep her.
all of them.
How
And
does-
when they don't need them,
They throw them out.
So 150,000 mate with her, is what you said?
Yeah, like one from.
No, just one out of 150,000 mates, and the other ones are just useless.
This is good queen bee. You can see how.
Yeah.
And that sex is happening on air.
In the air?
Yeah, the bee queen and that drone.
Reku ir ienākusi bita
Oh, yeah.
ar spolu.
And pollen?
Tad
Yeah,
paņemt
drone.
kameru, pielikt tā kā pavisam
It calls
tuvu,
drone
ja jūs
in
gribat.
English.
Nu, tā kā
Oh, wow.
iekšā kaut kur. Ja tu vēlies, viņš
Mother
ir
is
kaut kur pielikt
hiding
pie
somewhere.
mammas, ja atradīsim, kad atradīsim. vai
She
pie
didn't
iepatikšana
like
bits
those
vai kur.
cameras.
She didn't want to come out?
She can lay eggs like 1,400 eggs in one night.
Whoa. In the night.
Yeah, you know.
Very productive.
How long does she live?
Our queen bees live like 2 years and then we change them because in last year.
Man, the
she
guys really
like-
got the short end of the straw.
Yeah.
They live 30 days, they don't even get to mate.
The working
Working
bees
bees
are
are
both
all
males and females.
Yeah.
females.
But these
Yeah.
drones
All are
are
female.
only
Drones are
males.
males.
Okay.
Yeah, those are different ones.
God.
They're bigger. So when there are too many bees here, the mother, what she does is she lays eggs right here
Yeah.
on these spots, and that's how she makes like a new beehive. And usually she takes those bees and would
There-
tā kā pārvācās citur, ja?
Nu,
No ārā
nu
no
spieto
hives.
no
Yeah,
skaidrs.
they
This
move out
there
of
will
the hive.
be other bee queen.
Wow.
There will be other bee queen.
gonna
Like big,
spawn out of
biggest,
okay.
not biggest, but bigger. This.
Un bitinieks mēģina novērst to vienmēr.
Yeah, and beekeepers are trying, are not allowing that because that means that the part of the hive will move outside. And if it's good hive, if it's working good, bringing a lot of honey in, you would not like that
Yeah.
to happen.
Yeah, it's unorganized.
That's when you can see like these naturally,
You have to big.
naturally
look at that.
There is
occurring
queen bee.
hives. Look at it.
There is queen bee.
Where
You
at?
see,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
This
yeah.
red one.
Oh, jeez.
Tā ir pati galvenā.
Is there a reason why she's red?
They
Or-
mark
paint
Because
color,
it's
they actually
last
put the
year.
paint on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Last
okay.
year and 2 years was yellow ones.
She's big. So she gave birth to all these.
Tad, kad
Yes.
viņi
That's
lido no
crazy.
skapīša ārā, viņi paliek divreiz mazāk tādi, kā bita paliek. Kad viņas
Wow.
iet. Aha.
She's been busy.
Yeah. And when the winter comes, what bees do, their main task is to keep queen bee in warmth. That's why they have to provide these 35 degrees in the hive at all times. Even in winter, if it's like minus 20 degrees outside, it will still be 35
She will
degrees
be
around
2
the door.
times smaller than now.
Wow.
In winter, because there is no eggs in winter, and she will be 2 times smaller.
That's crazy.
So when there's enough honey and it's full, around these 25 kilos, that's when they change it and make the clean, like a new one.
We will collect that honey like after 1 week.
Yeah.
But then we take all honey because the spring honey will be like a rock
Yeah.
about like 2 weeks, and it will be like a rock outside. No, hard
Yeah,
like
it
a
will
rock.
become hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
It will harden up.
That's the reason we will take all the honey from our bee homes.
Yeah, yeah.
Beehives. Yeah.
Hives, yeah. We
So-
have like 700 of them.
What?
Like
700
this.
of these?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is nuts.
Our record is 51 ton honey in summer.
In a season?
Yeah,
Wow.
one season.
51 tons.
But like my dad and my brother, they're one of the biggest in Latvia. Like our biggest, like if it's a good year, they have been the biggest exporters of honey in Latvia, for instance. So it's not like every beekeeper will have this amount of honey or pollen or bee bread. That's why we were
We are
able
champion.
to start the business. Because if we would have like few
Team only
kilos,
winning.
How many are on the team of harvesters? How many of you?
Not
Me,
many.
father, and one
So
guy
you get
will
all
have-
700.
Yeah, and
Whoa.
And that's like a summer.
that's why we don't
summertime
have
they're
a backs
working.
anymore.
yeah, I get it. Wow.
You were asking how many bees are in one hive approximately, right?
It's like
'cause
10,000
they're
in 1 kilo.
different in-
10,000 bees in 1 kilo bee, yeah?
Wow.
Vienā kilogramā 10,000, yeah?
You said how many kilos it was in each?
4 kilos.
That's nuts. 30,000 per. Crazy.
And in the winter season, they stays like
Zima.
5 of
In a
those
small, like, spot.
small spot
Yeah,
and in one ball.
Yeah.
all
And
of them.
bee queen will be inside and the ball will.
They're able to give the warmth by moving their wings. So that's how they keep themselves and the queen bee in warmth. They do it for some time and they're tired and then they're moving back and the next one in row comes in front again. So that's how they're like changing to get this warmth of 35 degrees
Food
for the
For one
queen bee.
hive of food for all winter is like 15 kilo.
Wow.
Like water with sugar. We mixed it because you can't leave a honey from that for winter.
Right.
Because their honey is too strong for bees for winter.
Yeah.
We put like water and sugar and
Makes
it's
like
like
a syrup.
15 kilos.
So
And
what
that's why those all drones are outside because they are big and
They
need
eat a
more to eat.
Yeah.
And that's why they throw all the guys out in cold and like we doesn't care about you anymore. And
If you weren't feeding them, what would the bees naturally eat in the winter? Like what do they eat on their own?
they will eat that honey.
Okay. Interesting.
But it's how to say it's strong for bees, and they will have problems with
Yeah,
stomach.
with the belly.
Yeah.
And if there is a cold winter, they can't go to the toilet outside. Because bees don't do a toilet things in the side.
in their home,
hive.
yeah.
in
You want to
their
keep
home.
it clean.
And there will be
Dying.
big problems
Yeah.
with that family, and that family will die. But in the winter also, when it's like -10, -15, if there is a nice sun
Yeah.
on this hive, yeah, then bees come out also in January for the toilet. But
Okay,
bee
9.
freezes when it's colder than 9 degrees, not
9.
minus 9
okay,
degrees,
9.
9 degrees.
But it doesn't freeze. It's like
But-
free, like hibernate. Like,
Yeah,
like stops, but it's not dead.
Wow.
It just stops operating for a while until it gets warmer.
Glitches out for a
Yeah,
bit.
Sleep
it
mode.
glitches out.
Wow.
Need to charge.
Yeah. It's crazy 'cause there's so many people that just like eat these things every day and you don't see how much actually goes
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah.
It's cool to
And
see.
it's this information is like small from all that we
Small
have to
part
know.
of,
Wow.
All right, I'm gonna hop in one more time here. So you see these bees crawling around. I want you to imagine for a minute that these things buzzing, imagine that could heal you. Imagine that everything in the universe too had a frequency and a vibration. Everything was vibrating. Now think about this. If those bees are creating the majority of what we eat, them vibrating that energy, what if that was being transferred into our food? What if you were literally absorbing the energy of the bee, the energy of the species that creates food, that creates life? What if consuming these bee products gave you more life? And it's not just in the food, it's not honey, it's not just the bee bread, it's not, royal jelly, propolis, any of those things. It's also in their vibration alone you can use as a healing modality. I watched a video where beekeepers would lay on these wooden boxes and bees inside would be flying around, vibrating and buzzing. The sound, the vibration, it would be used as a therapy for them. It was sound therapy. And those vibrations would heal disease. It would heal anxiety, stress, you name it. And there's just so many things that we don't see on the surface that are happening behind the scenes in the spiritual and metaphysical realm. And when you can really take the time to look into not only these creatures and how powerful they are, but every single thing around us, you will find that you gain a new perspective on life that will change the way you do everything.
What are some of the Latvian applications of bee bread? Like how do most Latvians, what do they use bee bread for?
When we started thinking about bee bread, outside of Latvia, it was something very new. But in Latvia, we just kind of brought back something old and very well known, because each of us has been fed bee bread when we were younger, most likely. Mostly it's been used for just like a natural multivitamin. You wouldn't like your kid to give like this pharmacy stuff, obviously. So now in my family, I can see why my grandmother tried to give me bee bread.
But see, a lot of our customers think it's candy when they first get it, and they're like, oh, this is horrible.
No, you can't say it's candy.
Yeah, it's not.
It's just, it's bee bread, it's honey product. Maybe because a lot of people think it's honey product, it will have a sweet taste.
Right.
But
like
once you
propolis, right?
explain a little bit more, they start to understand. Like also pollen. Nobody asks or thinks, why should I use pollen? It's just the common perception that it's good.
Organisms, your body, when you eat pollen, your body will throw out like 97% of those pollen, because your stomach is not able to open that small molecular things.
It's like inside. A little marble, right? Like glass.
But when pollen is changed
after the fermentation,
there is 97% stays in your body, and it's like day and night.
Yeah, you digest all of it.
Here you can see like each piece separately. What you can't see that each piece around it is transparent and seeable cellulose cover, and that's why we are not able to digest the bee pollen. Once it's been fermented, it's a whole new thing, because amino acids inside each piece are already made available for our body.
Right.
That's when you know for sure that amino acids are the ones that we can digest.
Yeah.
That's how fermentation helps bee pollen to be available for bees as well as for our consumption.
Plus you have all the antioxidants and
sure. Everything that's been like after fermentation that we can now digest. And there have been many tryouts to see how to make bee pollen more bioavailable for our body. So there are different theories how to do it. For instance, like put them in the warm water, leave them for 30 minutes and then drink. Also, one interesting thing is once it's mixed, and once we have so to say, squash the cellulose cover, it's more available now for the body. That's why making it into the powder and mixing it with the bee bread is also a lot better option to eat pollen than just raw one.
Yeah.
So that's,
see, people hear all these trends of like eating pollen and all this, and they eat it, and it's like they don't realize they're not getting anything. Yeah. It's like you're eating dirt, basically. Is there any like bee bread type recipes you guys make? You just eat it straight? Do you like do anything with it?
There are like sometimes it's been mixed into the honey.
Yeah.
But like since for us the taste is okay.
Yeah.
Like, we don't see the reason why.
I love the taste. I've never had an issue with it.
I don't have issue with it either, so I couldn't comment on the taste. Why we started doing what we're doing wasn't for the taste at all. It was just for the product to be more available for everybody, to take it with you at all times.
It's surprising because no one in the U.S. really knows about it. That's what's interesting.
Well,
there's so many people with bee farms.
Not very interesting. I can see why.
There's 400 million people in the U.S. There's like everyone I've talked to who works at bees, there's maybe like 3 who have heard of it. That's like you see it every day.
Actually, somebody has heard about it.
That's
what surprises me.
Yeah.
That there were 3 that heard about it.
Yeah. I was like, wow. Okay. Interesting. How come they don't want to sting? They're just so focused on getting the honey.
I got stinged only by mosquito.
That's awesome. There you go. Check those guys out. Oh wow, dude. I got fresh honey.
You have a net?
That's amazing. I can't even eat it. I know someone has to eat it off my finger, I guess.
Then realize that oops.
So cool. There you go.
This is the communication, like
Yeah.
with wings, like
Yeah.
that's bee language, yeah.
Do they have like just 2 big eyes, or is it like a bunch of eyes when you zoom in?
No, 2 big eyes
Yeah.
and 4 wings.
Wow.
You can see
Yeah.
2 now, but there is 4 of them, and 6 legs.
Wow. I'm guessing they see in like ultraviolet light. Do they see different light spectrum?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Nice.
Hi guys, so you just saw how the Stampede Network gets their bee bread. This is the cleanest, most natural way to do it. So if you're looking to try bee bread for the first time, you're just interested in the process, check it out on the stampedenetwork.com. We're changing the world by getting this over to the West, bringing it to everybody on the planet, and it's truly a remarkable thing and really cool to see it in person behind the scenes. So if you enjoyed this video, show some love, share it around, subscribe, follow, whatever you want to do, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.